Alrighty, guys, we're about to get into it. I'm going to get a couple of things added, and you're going to get to see the game screen for a couple of seconds, but we're going to. My bad. I'm sorry about that. We're going to get into it very soon, and I'm going to switch to my game screen so I can add the chat box, but once I get that done, we'll get ready to get it all set up and get started. Hello and welcome. We're going to be getting into this very shortly. I just want to play the game organically and get it going. I had some audio issues that I had to get worked out, and I am about to get started here. My audio is adjusted. If the sound's kind of crazy, just let me know and I'll fix it as we go. But I'm gonna go ahead and start a new game, and I already have everything that I was wanting for this set up, so let's go ahead and get into it. And I'm not sure what I want for his, not sure what I want for this, but we're gonna go ahead and spend a little bit of time on creating this, but we should get it done relatively quickly here. And then for my colors, I'm going to use blue and possibly an orange. We want that to actually be black. And let's see here. So where's the purple? Like that purple color, I wish I could change there. Might be something to do with the red. Yeah, so that's good. And this color can possibly be orange. Maybe go to blue and like a clam blue maybe. And I don't know if I want that logo itself. I just wanted to get the colors set up for what I was going to do, but I hope there is more added to this in the future with some of the stuff you can choose from. But let's see here. That works. I'm happy with that. We're going to go ahead and continue. I'm going to be doing restoring the peace for my first playthrough. That just made the most sense to me. And I do like having like a challenge whenever it comes to like bandits and all that stuff still turned on. I'm actually going to turn some of that up, and we'll see how we get early on, because it's going to be a little painful if I make mistakes early on. That's one thing I do like about the game. So domination, we're actually going to do domination, so eliminate all the other lords by claiming their territory. So restoring the peace and domination. As we look at everything, so raider frequency, we want to turn this up to frequent, and raider free years, I'm going to give that 3. And only reason is because when I get to the 3rd year, I'm going to start getting hit by raiders continuously. And we have this set to 3 as well. So we're going to get hammered with raiders, and it's going to be harder for the Baron to clear the map. And it will allow us to get prepared for war. But a template difficulty, I mean, we'll do default, and I like the medium frequency, but I'm going to go ahead and give myself 1 more year to prepare, and I'll put 3 per region, and random bandit camp spawn limit, we'll put that to 5. So the initial bandit camps is 3 and it can spawn 2 more. The starting season is spring. That's all good. Everything's good. And we're ready to begin. And my settings are currently on high. I was playing at ultra settings and I was getting around 70 FPS, but I turned it back down to high for streaming, and I want to see how well it actually performs. And who knows, I might keep it this way for most games. Unfortunately, the game is a little bit laggy off the start for my PC, but it does run decently once it gets going. So that's something to note, that if you have a okay PC, it will run sort of like it's running on my PC. And I'm going to go ahead and hit T and we'll get back on the location here. And it does look like it's already simulating, so we're going to get started here, and I'm going to take a look at the map and what we have going on. So I see we have animals and some berries here, and a rich clay deposit and a rich stone deposit. Where are we at on the map? So it looks like we're on the top. They have 2 territories claimed down to on the left hand side of the map. And what's going on for bandits here? So we have a bandit camp here. We can get this territory early on, but I do like this one here. Also, there's 20 animals there, 40 there. I honestly don't mind this territory. It's just rather small for what we're going to be doing, so I may claim this guy early on. And we're going to get attacked by bandits frequent, so we want to be prepared. Taking a look at this, so we have the Outlaws and Hilbert van Bilderbelt. I butchered his name, it's okay. So we can scroll back in and get ready to get started. But my ultimate goal is to survive, just to survive. We have a couple folks here, and what I like so far is the hitching post and everything. It's decent where I'm going to put it. This is going to be my logging side. I actually like the spawn of this here. What I'm wanting to do is get berries set up, but I'm going to wait until it grows up a little bit better. We're going to get a hunting cabin down relatively quickly for our main food, like our main food. We'll get that going early, and I'm going to go ahead and make a road here, and that's going to be our market starting off, and we're going to keep this for a while. A lot of our houses, I'm going to bring this road and I'm going to kind of cut through here and bring it up, and as we work this side of the forest over, we'll start using that area as a place to grow our village and to put in our burgage plots. But we started with 5 families, and we'll get new families once we get above the 50% approval rating. And we're at 50% now, but it's going to slowly go down because of homelessness. But we got a new message, so let's go ahead and give that a check. Victory conditions, dominance. Build up your town, your manor, and when ready, press claims towards regions owned by your opponents. Once a claim has been pressed, be ready for battle. And that's all fine and dandy. We'll get into that relatively quickly, but what I would like to do here is get ready to talk about supplies a little bit before we get going. So we have 4 months of supplies, and it's decent for what it is. I mean, we'll be okay. But I do like the location where we're at already for the logging camp. So I'm going to go ahead and come down here, and we're going to look at this. So this road network here, like I said, I wanted to create a road, and I'm going to go ahead and jump in and do that. we're going to go ahead and bring it across like that and build it. And this is going to be our market. And I'm going to try to do, I'm going to adjust it as we go, but we're not going to do much there. We're going to go ahead and get our logging camp up. And I'm going to go ahead and click off of that tutorial. I do like that they're there. I just wish it would not come up as frequent for tutorials for certain things, but getting back in it, you can rotate by holding the right click on the mouse and it will rotate it for you so you can get decent placement of your buildings. That's something I really do enjoy. I do like the fact that you can have like rotation stuff like that. I do want to get this guy in somewhere where I can put a road. We're going to go ahead and put him in right there. And I'm going to go ahead and get the road connected to that early on so I don't forget to do that. And we'll run a road sort of like that. And we'll go ahead and connect that to that road. And this stuff, we should be able to get that out of there. That's just supplies that are on the ground. And I'm going to go ahead and skip the tutorials for now because I do know a little bit about the game. And I played multiple city building type games, so I do have a little bit of experience. We're going to get this guy finished first because if you look at our supplies right now, we only have, I believe, we have 6 timber. So I want to get that up relatively quickly. I want to get logs coming in so we can get our houses up. So that's my first thing I want to work on. And I wish I could edit this a little bit better, but we'll go ahead and kind of snake this around. And I want my roads to be interesting, you know. There might be a couple houses here in the early game, and I'll move some things over here, but I don't want to push these animals away. I will get an animal placed down really fast because I want to start getting food in as we go. But we're going to go ahead and check this out. So here's the forager's hut and the hunting cabin. We're going to get the hunting cabin down. I'm going to go ahead and put it about right here. And why I'm putting the hunting cabin a little bit farther away is because the family, as they hunt them, they'll bring the stuff back to the market that's down here, and we want to make sure we don't migrate them out of the forest. We want to keep that population of food there so we can hunt them down rather quickly. The forager's hut, that's for berries. We do have a berry spot. However, we're going to wait a little bit until we start getting those berries. When we get up here, I'll get a berry placed down and they can go into the forge, the berries. But that should refill over time and we'll have a decent amount of food stocked up for early game. And like I said, I snaked this road around and I'm going to have some houses just spread out wherever I can. That's a nice deposit of stone. We're definitely going to work in here. I do like what we're working with right now. And I like how we're going to sort of build in this area and eliminate some of the ability of the enemy. They're going to have to come from here or they'll have to come from up here. I'm not going to put any roads into the city from here. That road kind of snakes in and comes to this road. And if they attack from up there, I think they can from right there. But we'll take care of that relatively quickly. Alright, so getting into it again, we have our families, and each family, they have needs, and most of the upgrade paths are pretty straightforward for most of the stuff you'll be doing. So when we come into the tab here for residential, you can see we have burgage plots, and what this allows you to do is to upgrade your plot and still get a decent amount of stuff um, out of being able to use the housing. So we're going to go ahead and try to get a couple houses out of this square. And I might be able to get more than that, but we're going to go ahead and rotate it and see. And maybe... So it gives me one there and one there. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. So let's see if we can rotate it and get 3 out of that one. Doesn't look like it. For this guy here, it's not out enough, so we can click there and maybe there. And you can, well, I haven't had trouble with this before, but I am having a little bit of trouble with it now. I'm going to go ahead and take a couple of my markers away. And I'm going to try to get in some extra housing here. Maybe just one for now in this area. Or 2. Or 3. That works there. So we'll get 3 houses started there. And I'm going to try to keep everything relatively together as we go. And I'll try to explain why I'm doing certain things as I go. And it's just, I guess, how I like to play. But as we get into it, you'll understand. And I'm going to go ahead and start the simulation. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit, just until we have some of the main buildings going. I do want this guy up as the highest priority. The lumber camp for me is the highest priority off the start. The ox is going to be dragging the logs around, and we'll get everything built up pretty quick. And with the location, what I do like with this location is we're going to be able to... How many does it have? It has 20, so we're going to do it, hunt it until it's 10. That's fine there. And yeah, we're going to take a look at a couple things real fast. I'm going to go ahead and put a family in here, and I am going to set their area of where they can cut down trees, because I don't want them to cut down everything, but I want them to be able to cut down a decent amount. So I have it assigned, and we're going to go into the work area, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to hit control and go ahead and make the work area a little bit bigger. And I'm going to go ahead and select right there for their work area, and they're going to go ahead and start for us. So family members have gained, I gained new family members already, so that's cool. We're going to go into a new message. I have heard of your renown. I only seek to defend my rights and my honor against those who would wrong me. I hope you will not judge me by the rumors and slanders that some may spread about me. We're going to go ahead and write back. And I think you can only do this one for right now, so you have no rightful claim. And we're going to go ahead and drag it in and hit send. And I hope that doesn't start a war quite yet, because I don't have anything, but we'll be okay. I think the presence on the map, he will start having a bigger presence on the map as we go. But there is a couple more things we need to get built off the rip, and we're going to need this stuff anyway, but It's just, you know, I just want to get the main stuff out of the way. So under logistics, we're going to get the granary down. And again, I'm trying to keep everything relatively close together, and we'll get the primary stuff down as we get going, but I'm going to go ahead and speed it up, let these guys gather some logs, and you know what? I'm going to actually put another family in there for right now, just so there's more going on. We got the houses up there, and I like these plots, but what I'm going to do is I don't know if I want to keep it on one street that's moving back. I might change it up. However, I'm going to probably do the other two houses over on this side. And we're going to get going relatively quick. And I'm going to try to build up as best as I can. And as quick as I can, but being able to keep houses coming in. And I do like that there's a decent amount of plots there. Maybe just do the two houses for now, though. So that's still 3. We need to make it a little bit smaller. I want to at least fit 2, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And do that, and then we'll rotate it to try to get those back there. And because I need the logs, I'm going to leave that there. Oh, I can't leave it there, but we're gonna get the other houses in. Also, I'm gonna get the granary and the storehouse up relatively quickly. But I had the two families working at the lumber mill as of right now. We do have some local storage here. It's 28 storage, and we're gonna go ahead and get them moving again. When we get the logs necessary, I will build up the granary so we can get all the food off the ground. That is pretty important to me because I want to make sure my food stays fresh longer. We're going to go ahead and probably pop it in somewhere. I don't have 2 logs. Oh, I see. So the menu changed there. You can click on it and it allows you to look at it individually. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I have the timber ready now. We can get that granary up. And I sort of want it back here. And I'm going to hold my mouse button and go ahead and turn it. Maybe against this road here. Because I'm wanting to move up with the production here, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up there. And just because the transformation of the berries is going to be coming to that granary, I want to keep it relatively close. And the market, when I do make the market, I might be making the market up a little higher and making the roads once they, you know, it's ready. And the storehouse, I think I'm going to run the storehouse right here. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to get this stuff cleared out. This is probably going to be my market. I think it is. And we'll have different roads that run off of it once the tents disappear and we have everything we need. but this game is absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and take a look um, into our small little village as we go. So I want to have different houses, different buildings in different locations, and I want to be able to keep upgrading as we go. And I do like the atmosphere of this game so much. It is just gorgeous. But we're gonna go ahead and come back out of that camera and take a look at the logging camp. I have 2 more families. I'm gonna go ahead and put another family in that logging camp just to try to get our logs moving a little bit here, and we should be good to take those families out once our other buildings are built. But I might actually take one back out so we have more people to build. We'll go ahead and get this that guy out, and this road, we'll delete that road, so we'll come into the road tab, and let's see, I can't remember exactly. Where is it? I know there's a way to do it. Under construction. Could it be in the settings? No. If any one of y'all know how to remove the road, let me know for sure. I know you can do it, I just can't remember how to do it. And it does look like this guy's being built. We'll go ahead and turn that up to the highest priority just to get that done a little bit quicker. And we do have a couple homeless. We'll get that taken care of as well. Also, I think this will be a good spot. I'm going to put the other houses this way, and the road's going to run this way, and then the market's going to be right here, and then I'll run a couple houses here once I get some of those woods cleared out and once the deer migrate. And we have 6 logs in the local storage. That's decent. The granary is about to come up. We'll go ahead and get a person assigned there, and not actually a person, more like a family. So people, it assigned 3 people to that with the production of that, and we will start going up and stuff very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and get the people assigned here. I got the storehouse assigned, and we have the 1. So the unassigned will do the unassigned task, and they'll either help move the products to where they need to go, or they will just kind of scatter and go do a random task. So that's okay with me. We'll go ahead and keep that food coming in, and we're at 12 right now, and our food supply has went up, so we're significantly in a better place. And I'm going to go ahead and move this radius real fast, just because I want to get that wood taken care of, and I want to get these trees cut down that are closer so I can get those houses put in there. We need to add 2 more houses, and I can go ahead and show you that with my idea here. So that's my idea, and I'm going to add them that way. So we're going to go ahead and do that because we're going to make 1 more than what we need. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to add the road here. So once those houses are built, the storage tent will disappear, and we will be able to cut down this other stuff. We'll be able to move the hitching post once we get another ox. And we are actually going to order another ox, and I'll show you why here in a second, but we'll go ahead and do that. I am going to order it. I'm going to come into here, and under advanced, we can go ahead and assign a livestock. So we now have a livestock assigned to there, and he will go get the logs for them and get it cleared out. I like how these houses all have the extra huts. None of them, I'm not building the burgage plots to have the extra house on them. I know there's another upgrade. I just choose not to do it because it does, and it can lower your people's happiness. So I just tend to give them the right size house and work from there. But I am definitely going to do the market here, and that means this road got to go. I got to try to figure this out because it's gonna get at me until I figure it out. Let's see here. So I'm going to see if it has anything about the roads. It doesn't look like it. So what I'm going to do here, I might pull a video up and look and see what the roads will, how to remove them. I know there's an ability to be able to remove them. I'm spacing out and I can't remember how to remove them. So is it R? And then, okay, so the roads tool, construction, hmm. And that's gonna leave a mark there, but those houses are going up relatively quickly. We don't got enough stable space, and why that's coming up is because we don't have a stable. We have these guys, or the hitching post, and we only have one. So what we need to build here in that case is another hitching post. But you don't technically need to do this. It just helps later on. So I might actually go ahead and place a new one here. And what we're going to be doing here, so the houses got cleared. Everything's nice there. New development points. We got a new message, so I still want to figure out how to get rid of this road. We're going to go ahead and connect this one up. And I might be able to still use it. Maybe. You would think, okay, so is there a search option maybe? No, buildings. I'm not seeing it anywhere. Economy. we got a new message. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. Armament delivery. A strong militia is paramount to the survival of any settlement. Luckily, a shipment of weapons has just arrived, and you will now be able to create your first militia banners to serve you and protect your people. However, we will need more weapons to equip all people as the settlement grows, either by making them or importing them from other lands. That's nice, nice. I don't understand why. Alrighty, so this guy, they have a decent amount of wood in there, and we got this hunter cabin up, or that's the stockpile. We got the stockpile, we got the hunter cabin up, and they did go grab a lot of the meat and all that stuff. So these animals are hunted down to 10. They're not going to hunt them anymore. We're going to need to get that, the forester, we need to get some of that stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to come up and I'm going to start a road from about here, and we'll cut that road roughly, I'm going to say about here, and then sort of curve it inwards and go ahead and do something like that. And I'm going to go ahead and build if I can remember what it is here. There it is. So we're going to build a forager's hut right here. You can put a granary beside this and it will help out a lot, but we're going to be able to switch our hunter out and add him here, the family there, so we can get our supplies back up. And once that is done, I can show you a little bit of the micromanaging that you can expect. The best thing here is they listen well to the commands whenever you say, hey, only kill 10 of those deer. We're going to need more. A lot of our food, we have food for 7 months and we don't have any firewood. What I'm going to recommend here is I'm actually going to start building that, because we're going to come into winter very quickly, and I would like to connect these sort of together. I want to make them look like they're together, and this is the way I'm going to do that. But we're going to go ahead and put this guy, that right there, that's decent. We're going to get that built up, and we're actually going to switch people from the logging camp into the woodcutter, and we'll start getting some of that stuff stored up. Now, we're definitely looking low on food for everything, but I mean, the fuel is what's really bad. So we're going to get that fuel up, and we're going to worry about that probably as the primary. But just going through a little bit of the simulation, we got some houses up, we got some people there. Everything is going actually pretty smooth for our little town here. I'm going to put the market here, and I'm going to show you why here in a second, but I can't remember what it's under, so it might take me a second to find. I believe it is in here. So What's that? Oh, a corpse pit. A wooden church, a tavern, a marketplace. That's what we need. So, okay, we're going to go ahead and get the marketplace down. And I sort of want it here now. So I'm going to go ahead and that is fine, right like that. Just get that market in there. And that will start opening up very soon. And everybody will be able to get everything they need, but it has a decent amount of space for even late game. And I'm sort of going to build it up in a circle. And from there, we'll spread out and get some of this stuff like this here. They got the log already. It will go relatively quick once you get going. And I want this going a little bit quicker here. We have this coming up. And this logging camp is actually doing pretty good. So we're going to get ready to stop using that. And because our hunters can't technically hunt right now, we're losing a little bit of our people. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to eventually switch them and we'll get everything up and going. So this guy is up. We're going to go ahead and put the family in there. We're just going to take that family out. It will allow these guys to start making firewood, and we're going to continue in the same location. I'm going to go ahead and hit control again. It raises the zone. And I'm going to go ahead and select relatively the same area, and we're going to go ahead and get them going. We want a decent amount of firewood stored here. The generic storage will fill up, and the storage people will come and empty that. So that's our firewood. They'll move it and they'll take it over here and store it here or store it in the marketplace. So as you can see, there's already a couple stalls here, and that's cool to see. I mean, they're in different sections now to how I've seen them form before. So I like seeing them how they're going to start forming. And we're going to have a decent amount of fun with this, and I might be able to expand it as well, which would be nice. But we have a decent amount of logs here, so I'm going to go ahead and pause that. They're going to use all the wood there, and when we take this family out, we'll go ahead and put that family just right back into here. They're starting the firewood. They're gathering as quick as they can so they can warm all the houses, and that's going to be wonderful. So here's the firewood stall. It is up and running, and people can come and buy from those and get it relatively quickly. And it looks like this extra house is going up, and I do have to say I do like how this is going to turn out here. But the roads, again, I got to figure out how to mess with the roads a little bit more. Is there an extra button that you can mess with to delete them? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll definitely have to get that worked out. But we do have this guy here, and I didn't set the berry area, but I guess we can because it is now ready to harvest, and we're going to go ahead and put it right there. And I might actually make that a little bit bigger. We're going to go ahead and do control again and give it a range. They might be able to find some other stuff in that range, and we're going to go ahead and leave it as is. Because the animals, I want the animals to repopulate, so I'm going to go ahead and pause this, and we're going to go ahead and open this up. and that will give us our berries, and we'll start gathering a decent amount of those. Our houses, everything's going decent here. I don't have to worry about bandits yet, but whenever we get some more mills and we get above the threshold here, we'll get that going up. And once we have that going up, we'll get new families to join, and we can put our first military together to possibly go down here and see if we can break these guys and take their land, because I don't have much land, and I'm afraid he's going to take this nice chunk. It has some good animals there. I want to sort of move into there, but I don't see animals. Well, there is a rich deposit here as well, so I mean, this would be a good build area, and a possible good start for me as we progress. And if it's my land, I can then tell my people to, of course, take the resources and send them back and forth through stations. And I haven't used stations before, so it's going to be interesting for me trying to learn. But I want a decent amount of men. Also, I want a decent amount of stuff going for this. I'm going to go ahead and bring this road, because it's like that, I see. So I would have to come from here. So I'm not going to be able to make the road how I wanted to there. That's okay. We'll get the road added here, and we'll add it to there. And I don't know if there's another road there, but no, it doesn't look like it. Go ahead and take that to there, and give the hitching post a couple roads there, just to make it look like it is well traveled and make it a little bit more unique. And we're gonna actually put the well there if we're able to. But so I was so close to being able to put it where I wanted it, but we might be able to get it in there. That works. That is not where I wanted it initially. I was gonna put it up here, or try to figure out how to put it up there, but this road just disconnects, and we'll have it going into, like, maybe, it goes into the plot there, so we'll go like that, have that road coming around, have this one coming to there. So there's a couple different avenues they can take, and we might get a burgage plot in here if I can fit it long ways in maybe one. So burgage plot, let's see here, because I'm not going to be able to get much snapping, and I want to try to get it in like there, there, and there. I can get it in, it's just, will I get it to work is the question. So we want it about here, and we want it about there and about there. No, that ain't gonna work for me. I don't want any houses without the plots, because eventually these houses are going to upgrade into other things, and you'll see that later on. But an idea that I had already for this was an idea for the church, and I'm going to have that probably around here, and I will get that built once I get another family added. We have a decent amount of stuff getting stored as it is now, and when we start running out of wood here, we will stop working here. We'll get a decent amount of storage going, so we're not worried about having to supply ourselves with the fuel and the food and all that goodness. But we do have a clay deposit and we do have a stone deposit, so we can think of what we can do with that. But I don't know if I want to cut this forest down. I would like to stay rather small, tucked right here, and build out slowly. I might get a wall around this at some point if it allows me to do that or if I can figure out how to do that. I wanted this part of town anyway to feel like as you got here, you're seeing into the town, and it's going to go into this forest a little bit more until my line. I'm probably going to build it into there and up around in that, and we'll slowly move things around as we need to. And I will get some trees planted as well. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a pause real fast. We got a new family to join, and it joined into a burgage plot. So no free oxen. Oh, I know why. I actually can take it out of there, and I can put that ox into here while we're doing this. If it allows me to do that, I can't remember. It does not. So I cannot put the oxen in there. We can go ahead and get him assigned to the second hitching post. I believe I put in the second hitching post. We got the well coming in, and there's the hunting cabin. And there's the second hitching post. So we're going to go ahead and go to advanced, or not advanced. I don't know if it's not having me use it. So unassigned oxen. He's not doing anything right now. I see. So he just chose his hitching post and it's good to go. He's just sitting there idle. The reason I got him early on is because I wanted the second one as we advanced, and I'm going to go ahead and say not enough stable space. That's okay. Build more hitching posts. We only have 2. So I wonder if we're able to get people set up here. I think whenever you turn it into a stable, it will allow you to do that. That's some of the upgrade paths that you can take, and when we get the planks available, we're going to be upgrading our storage relatively quickly. And I don't have enough wealth as of right now, but if we take a look at one of these houses, you can see that the water access and the church level, those all play a key in leveling these guys up. And that's what we're working on getting. So we have the well here, and then we have the idea for the church up here, and we'll have different side roads that make the way up there, and we'll build it out how we want. And I'm thinking about the next set of houses over here. I'm possibly going, because I have these ones with their plots facing back, and I have these ones with their plots facing back, we're going to have our plots over here facing back. And I'm going to set up probably another road network here that goes back, and it'll form the circle as we go. But food is looking good for a decent amount of time. We are growing, so we're going to have to grow our amount of food that we're wanting to look into doing. But we're going to take a look here, and we're going to go into our, I think it's under farming, so maybe let's see here. Hitching post, okay. There's the map. We're in there. That's good. I know it's under construction. Am I losing my mind? There it is. I missed it completely. But what we're going to take a look at is fields, the farmhouse, and a couple things coming up very soon. I'm going to start working on producing some wheat and getting some more food types in. So having bread, that would be a very good start, and getting some pastures for some animals. Also, a sheep farm, all that stuff. You know, I want to be able to grow and have a good time. So we're going to take a look here at the land, and it does look like I can cut out some of these roads eventually, or not. There's not much. Oh, flax is just red everywhere. Barley, rye. So we do have a little bit of fertile land over here, and here we can do some rye for sure. Doesn't look like there's too much fertile land up here. Possibly some fields back there. I do like how you can build the fields, but we're going to go ahead and take a look at underneath water. Let's see. So the fertility, barley is terrible. Rye is not too bad. I mean, there's even a spot up here that we can grow some rye. So does it allow you to grow rye off the start with that? It allows you to grow wheat, flax. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and look at what can benefit from that then. Doesn't look like anything as of right now. It looks like it can grow crops including wheat, flax, and barley. That's just a regular field. And then we got the farmhouse. Used to employ families on the field. Farm workers plow the fields as soon as the winter passes, but no later than November. Then they sow them with the chosen crop. Harvest happens around September. Then the crops are transported to the farmhouse and wheat is into grain. All right, so that's not too bad. It allows us to do some extra things like getting ready for making some stuffs, bread, getting the bread ready. But we have a decent amount of berries. We have a decent amount of animals. I think this is a good location where we actually started. I would have liked to see a rich deposit of animals because we would have had a bigger chunk of deer or wildlife, but I believe they are just deer. That's a nice buck, by the way. Is there any doe? Oh, that's a nice buck. That's a nice buck. I wish they weren't all trophy deer, but I mean, that's cool. We got wildlife in here, and I wonder if they're going to I wonder if they're going to add aggressive wildlife. I think that could be cool. Just keeps you on your toes always and makes you fight for it. This forager hut is doing okay. It has a couple berries in it still. And if we come down and look at our market, and I know we're still paused, we do have some berries in there. So it looks like we got like 3 to 6 baskets of berries, some bread, and some meat. We're not doing too bad. But we're going to go ahead and let it play for a little bit here. What I'm going to do, I think I do have enough wood stored, and I have an extra family. So instead of shutting this down, I'm just going to add the extra family back in here. So now we have a woodcutter and we have everything we need so we can keep producing the firewood, and we can take away that other issue. So we can go back in advance. We can assign him there. It takes away this issue here, and eventually that error will go away, hopefully. But I do have 2 hitching posts, so I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it might just not be done. There's definitely going to be fields here, and yes, but that is going to cause them animals to migrate, unfortunately. We're going to be definitely having to move some buildings and plan for this a little bit better. I should have planned for it a little bit better. But the storehouse is definitely filling up kind of quick here. We can get all of our people ready so we can form our army here in a little bit. I would like to get a couple more families as we grow. And because that well went up, let's go ahead and take a look at that well, where it was placed here. So the well, they'll come and grab their water. That's awesome. And we might get some other stuff for food going. And I'm talking about in a burgage plot. So these guys here, I'm going to say this guy is going to have an upgrade, and they're going to have a chicken coop, and that will start producing some eggs. It does cost 25, but I think it is worth it. So I'm going to go ahead and give that first upgrade there. And that might mess us up pretty bad, but you know, I think it's worth it and upgrading 2 chickens because it will give us a little bit more food and it will allow us to continue to save up towards building our army and conquering the lands. I don't have any money in the treasury. Also, I'm down to regional wealth here. I'm relatively poor. So what we need to do here is go claim some stuff. And I do want to come down here. This is where I'm wanting to come in. It does have some iron. Also, this guy has some iron. I like this rich deposit and I would like to take this. So my goal here is I'm going to take, that one's nice too, but that's 3995. I would like to take this region here. Also, I think we can claim this region. I'm gonna go attack these guys and see if we're able to get anything from that. But first off, we gotta create our army. I'm gonna go ahead and go into army, and I'm gonna create new units, and I'm gonna create the spear militia, and I'm gonna see. So I have 12 men. I'm not going to do it quite yet. I want to get it up to 20 to where we can arm at least a full unit of these guys and get them moving. But we're going to work on a couple things. I can't remember what stone all uses, and I know there's something I want to get relatively soon. And I'm going to go ahead and put it over here. I'm going to tuck it in back here somewhere. And I'm going to go ahead and get ready to build. Let me see. Under production, there we go. So we can get a tannery going, and eventually we can turn one of the other plots into the place where they're able to make the clothes, and that would be wonderful to have that house plot with some extra stuff. And the food should be going up because you can see chickens finally out there now. And they have definitely a lot of the stuff they need. The church level, we need to get the church and then a clothing stall, and then we can get them upgraded. And that's what we're pushing towards very slowly here. I'm not sure, you know, I want to do that how I was thinking, but I might have to change my ideas around as I go. And because I couldn't figure out how to get rid of the roads, that doesn't help. So I will work on figuring out how to get rid of roads and doing all that stuff. But I might just have to turn the tips back on until I get all the buttons down. So we got a lot of our gear back. We have some berries going. I'm going to put some more people in. I'm going to put the people in this when we get them, or not the logging camp, the hunting cabin. So we're going to get people back in here as soon as we can. And it's going to be there. There it is right there. So we can unpause that and we can go ahead and put that family in there. So now we have hunters and berry collectors, and our population is growing. So we got a new family moved in, and then a family actually joined. So it joined in another family, so that's nice. We got some people coming into our little town here. And I would like to build a road back, and you'll see why I'm doing this here in a moment, but maybe back, like, I would say like this, and come around here and maybe come up. It's gonna snake a little bit and come to there. And I can't remember where I said I wanted the church. I think I just cut where I wanted the church at in half. That's where I wanted the church, so we can still back it in there, but I'm going to have to move my stuff, so I can definitely take use of that. But my other burgage plots, what I'm going to get built up real fast here is I want to get at least 3 more housing units up. And I'm going to start from here, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it back, and I'm going to go like that, and I'm going to go like that and rotate it. That should be, I wanted 3, but 4 is fine. There's always room for expandability, and if you saw those trees there, what happened was they got cut down as I placed the plots. You want to be careful doing that, because if you don't put up a, let me see if I can find it real fast here. I'm going to be looking for the same thing again. It just feels like I haven't completely got used to the menus, so it's just taking me a little bit to get used to some of this stuff. It's not under farming, it should be under industry here, so. Not the tannery. Ooh, we could get that going. But oh, there it is right there. So we're going to get this guy up next, and we're going to go ahead and regrow some of the trees back in as we go. But I want it to stay relatively close to all this stuff here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a place it will fit. And we're going to go ahead and rotate it just so we can get a possible road in there. And we're going to go ahead and place that road. Sort of like that there. Also, if we can get the road from over here, which I don't think I can, so they're going to have to go around either way. But we'll go ahead and connect that one in just so they have the ability to get through there. And it'll have that guy there. So we're going to go ahead and set that to the highest. And we're going to go ahead and turn the speed up. Get that built. Because the goal here behind this is so you're not taking out all the trees. And you can keep rebuilding them as you go. And I really like how they made this. It's just the menu is a little confusing for me to try to go in and figure it out whenever I'm not 100%, if that makes sense. So we got a free auction, and I can't remember. So that one is already there. Maybe for the storage. I can't remember if there was one available for the storage, but let's see if we can. And I can't remember what they wanted us to do, but that's where all of our weapons and stuff are. Alrighty, so I can't remember what I was wanting to do here, but we'll go ahead and turn it back on. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was trying to figure out what was going on with the hitching post. I don't have any wealth to do anything, so we're going to need some more families to move in. Not only, we need males, we're up to 14, and I would like to get to 20 before we start our army. So I really want to keep pushing as we go. Also, we have 14 deer, and we have around 44 berries, so we're definitely collecting what we can as of right now. I'm going to go ahead and assign my woodworkers camp. I'm going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and pull some of these trees back that are over here. And reason I'm doing this is because I want to get this cleaned up so we can start our farming. Also, I need to figure out how to delete roads. I know I can relocate this, so I'm going to go ahead and relocate it. Maybe another hitching post up here would be a good idea. We'll go ahead and... because I do plan to expand upwards, and we're going to have multiple storage yards and multiple granaries as well. that will be able to get the resources back to their stalls. Also, this hunting camp, I hope we get better assets for the hunting camps and stuff like that. I do like the building and how it's so easy, but look at that. They're bringing the deer in and they're going to go ahead and cut it up, and you can see all their animations as they prepare these deer for the market. And the scale of this game is just insane. So the whale, we got people just going literally anywhere through this area. And I think I'm gonna get a trading post right here. Oh no, wow. So that's a little bit bigger than what I expected. That would be nice there. Or I might be able to actually bring it in over here. And I'm thinking about possibly right here. So that trading post will serve as they come in. I'll put this road coming down and we'll have other roads there. And I'm going to quickly look up how to delete roads and I will be right back. Alrighty guys, I got it figured out. So we can get some of this stuff removed and I can get these roads fixed. So what you have to do is whenever you go into the road tab, you have to hit Alt and click on the road you want to remove. And it will remove it from there and you can clean it up. And what I'm wanting to do here is, because I don't have a way to do this, I'm just going to run it that way. And I'm going to go ahead and build that road just because I want it to have a connection somehow. And we're going to go ahead and bring it back out like that. And this one, because we can't fit it through here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove this one. I'm just going to hit Alt and click on it and it will remove that road. And what I can do from there is make this bigger and possibly move this logging camp so it's not where it's at currently, but that would take a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. And we're going to start clearing out those trees. And down here, I think there was a road through here. I'm actually going to remove that one too. And reason being, I want my farmland there, so we're going to move everything out that is here. So it looks like there's a log there, and that needs moved, but it's going to take a second to get moved. Oh, excuse me. But we'll get more families added. We'll get this plot probably bigger. The markets will be a bigger location, and we'll make it a little bit easier to get through. But this road looks like it's been deleted, so we're going to go ahead and come back in here, and we're going to come to there, we're going to go to there, and bring it there, and bring it up to there, and then we're just going to kind of run it back into this one here and build that. So now everything is connected still, and it's still connected to the market. And what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to bring this road up. So now it is all connected, and it has a decent spot for its connection, and we'll go ahead and do that as well, just to make it look like it's that square is going to get filled up. And right here we'll make it look like it's I'll try to add more detail as we go. But this guy is coming up here, and we got these burgage plots coming in as well. I would like to get more of the houses going. Also, we're at 8 for our food, and it's not too bad. I would like to get that fixed, but I don't know why that's doing that. So we have this guy here, and he's not doing anything. I think it's because we have the other one assigned. So I wonder, I'm going to go ahead and turn that up to very high and see if they get that one moved. And because what I think is happening is our guy's getting stuck because, well, no, this one's full. So our wood's full. These guys ain't cutting it quick enough. And this building hasn't went up yet. So the forester's hut, we'll get that in there, and we're going to put this up to the highest. We'll go ahead and put it to very high so that other hitching post gets moved. Moving it, I think, is what caused it to mess up, I guess, but we don't have any people running these guys, so everything looks decent. How many families this region can currently accommodate to increase it? Build or expand your burgage plots. Okay, so we have the 7, we have +4, so we can have 4 more families move in currently, and it's a decent small little community. As it builds up and we get the trading going and get some other stuff moving in, we'll start growing pretty quickly. I do like the number that we're sitting at. Also, this berry plot is doing pretty good. Even though it's a low berry deposit, it's still producing enough berries for us to survive. And if we look, when we get to this region here, we will have one that has enough. I would like to take this though, and reason I would like this, it actually changed. So it is this one here. This one has good animals and good iron. This one has good stone and wild animals. The berries are decent. So I think I'm going to come for this territory first, and I'm going to claim this land by defeating these guys. And they're not that far away. But how many are here? Are we able to see how many enemies are here? Looks like there's about 16 or so, so we will be definitely going to take them out relatively quickly. But now that I know how to remove roads, I do feel a lot better. And I'm going to make a couple more road connections through the middle here, just so they're not having to walk the whole way around. And give another one there. So it's going to have connections. We might have some farming there. I would like the farmhouse itself to be here. And where's that at? So, okay, so there's another one that popped up in that region. It's actually away from me, so we're good. But it does look like the bandit camps are coming in now, so we're now at 3, it looks like. Or 4. Before claiming this territory. Before we claim this territory, we would have to take out that bandit camp. And I'm definitely going to grab this one. I'm probably going to come up here, grab this, and then I'm going to come here. If I could get more animals out of that and have more stuff coming back here, that would be nice. Because my food is going to slowly run out in this smaller region, but it's also going to be my biggest region, so I want to be careful with that. But I am going to take out these guys relatively soon, and I have bandits on all sides of me now. And I wonder if they're actually showing signs of any bandits. They have both their lands. They don't have the best food. They do have berry deposits in both that are kind of nuts, but their animals are decent. They have 20 there and 20 there. I wish it would actually show like their city. That's one thing that would be nice, is showing like the other people's settlement area. But I understand why not doing that. He wants it to be sort of he doesn't want it to be like an Age of Empires game. And I see what he's saying there. So what I get out of this is just the enjoyment of playing something that doesn't feel crazy hard to me, you know what I'm saying? And I'm going to go ahead and take that livestock out and see if it fixes the issue. I wonder if he'll go grab a log and take it up there. And I'm just going to speed it up real fast. I know I was going to build that and drop the log off, so I think it's going to get built here now. And there we go. So we have the other hitching post. We can go ahead and hit play. And what we're going to do is now go back to the advanced, and we're going to assign the ox there. I got a decent amount of berries and have some meat still, but I want to be careful, again, hunting those animals down. So we're going to go ahead and turn this guy off for a little bit. And the reason I'm turning it off is because I want to be able to save on people, and we'll get some more tasks done while we're waiting. But even with the location of this forager's hut, it's not getting filled up, so they're able to move the food quick enough to get it back down there. And the road that comes here, I'm going to run that up eventually, but I don't know where I want it to go for right now. But just look at it. It is stunning. That's basically, what I'm going for, is I want it to be still in the woods, and you'll be able to see the church in the background. Very small town, and I'm actually going to do that here. We haven't got when I get this thing up here, so what was I doing here? That's what I was doing. So we're going to need planks for this, but I will get it there. We will need the saw pit, so I'm going to use the hunters for right now to actually work here and this guy. So oh no, that's a forager's hut. we don't need those people yet, so this is going to be off for right now. And when we lose the trees in this area, we're going to actually push in, cut down the rest of these trees. But in this area, I'm going to keep the trees grown up. And as you walk through, it's going to still have trees. And we'll move that around to fill in the areas that we want to be forested. But I am wanting to get that saw pit, so it should be under production and or logistics maybe. Construction? Not under mining. Maybe gathering. There it is. So with the saw pit here, I'm going to try to connect it in to where it's connected. Maybe can't put it in that general area, but maybe if I turn it a little bit, I can get it to fit here how I wanted it. But nah, it's not going to let me. So I'm going to go ahead and put it up as far as I can and go ahead and place that. We're going to go ahead and make this the highest priority because we want to start working on our church and getting up our influence. I would like to make a series out of this, guys. So if you're seeing this later on, I know I don't have as many followers or subscribers as some of the other creators, but I would like to do a series, you know, just showing off my building and just playing the game. I rather enjoy the game, and I'm not going for min-maxing everything or anything like that. I just want to be able to play and enjoy it, you know. So if you like that idea, I am here. I will be either streaming this game or playing it as I get the time to. So it does say this guy is this hitching post. We might not need this one. We might delete this one or demolish it because we have the guy here. We have the livestock there. I wonder if I can do that in this guy. And if I can, that's gonna be very useful. But I'm gonna go ahead and speed this up to the max just so we can get this guy put together. It doesn't even look like the logs were delivered, so hopefully we can get that sorted. He should be able to go and take a log, or he should be able to go get a log from right there. I'm going to try to get the hitching post as close as I can. I'm going to move that one as well. I'm going to try to get some of the stuff moved and get those oxes moving. I don't know why, but that one is not working, and this hitching post is doing okay up there. But the bison that's in here, he's not working unless I take that guy out. So when I take him out, he'll go grab his logs. But where did it put him? So did it put him up there? No. And because the other one wasn't built, I'm not sure there. That's a little weird. But they did get the logs delivered, so we're good there. I'm actually going to get a family here. And under the advanced tab, we can put an ox there. So maybe putting the ox here would solve the problem. Under advanced, okay, so we got 2 people here. Livestock, and yeah, so we're good. And I'm gonna go ahead and go into the advanced, put livestock here, and see what happens. It's saying not enough stable space, build more hitching posts or upgrade one to a stable. Otherwise, some livestock may run away. Okay. So how do I upgrade that? I know I moved it here. I moved it up here. How can I upgrade that to a stable? So upgrade to a small stable. We're going to go ahead and do that. I wonder if it'll allow us to hold that. We'll get that as the highest priority there. I want to see the upgrade to see if it'll allow us to fit both of our guys in that one thing. And I'll delete the other one because we don't need another hitching post if we have the small stable. That's at least what I'm thinking. And what this guy will do is so that livestock, it'll go grab its wood and bring it back. That's nice. So we got the genetic storage almost full. Oh, we need some logs delivered. And no logs have been delivered once again, and our other animal doesn't look like he's here. So I'm not sure if I'm experiencing a bug here or it's just something I'm missing. It could be I'm just missing something and not noticing it, but I hope I can recover from this if I can't figure out how to get this working, because I notice my food is running low as we're talking about it, but I just want to be able to keep going. So there's one of the oxes there. He's doing his job fixing that stable. So they got the planks and they got it done. So that's cool. But now how many can I fit there? Can I upgrade it anymore? No, so it allows you to have 2. I can eventually get that. That's decent. I did fix the issue, I think. But I'm still having some troubles. So I wonder if I upgrade this one. We'll upgrade that one too and see if that fixes it. Because we have 2. And our regular stock is full. So eventually, once we get the families ready for this, we will definitely get it going. But I can now get the church up, and I think that should take away my other issues, because so not enough stable space. Build a hitching post or upgrade one for a stable, otherwise some livestock may run away. Unassigned oxen are needed for construction work. Okay, so I see. We have the unassigned, we have one unassigned. And those should go away, and that one just came up, so we might be able to click off of them. I would like to click off the red ones because it's driving me nuts. But I see what it was saying. We did get those upgraded just because we already had them there. Why not get them upgraded while we can? A new family has joined us. That is wonderful, because that means we can now go ahead and get this church built. And I still am happy about this area. But how do I want to get it built there? So I want it right like that. That's what I want. And we're going to go ahead and put that up to the highest priority. And we'll get that church settled. But right now, I have a road that comes. I'm going to bring that road up like that. And I'm going to snake it in. I'm going to bring it like around the back of these houses and connect it in about right there. And just so it has like a unique road around that, and we'll fill this in with plots eventually. And just for aesthetics, I might use some of the bad land to create, better land. But generic storage is looking pretty full. What we can do now is, because we have some more families that are joining and we have everything working how it should. Also, we got the church up. That's really good to see. Knowing that we got the church and it will overlook our small little town, I don't know where else to place the other family, because if I look at this guy here, I would like this guy to be able to bring in some more stuff. So the saw pit, and it looks like the woodcutter's lodge. So we want to make sure this family has enough work that they can keep going. So our generic storage, we're at 42 out of 50, and once it gets to full, we can go ahead and cut out of that. But it looks like our food is running relatively low. Animals are at 20, and berries are depleted for right now. So we're going to go ahead and get on our hunter's cabin here. And we're going to unpause that, and a family go in there, and they can start hunting for us. We're doing okay. We're losing a little bit of happiness, but we got some market variety for food. And that stuff is already up and dandy. We're doing okay there. Also, I don't know. If I take this here, I would get that rich animal deposit very early and be able to build in this area here. Also, like, I do like the rich animal deposits over like the rich berry deposits, but if I would go this route here, I would only be getting clay and a poor berry deposit, and I would like to move into this and take what I can. There's only 109 iron there though, so I might want to look for a little bit more iron as well. So looking up there, there's 231. This is where I need to be for iron. That's a very rich district, and eventually we will have to take it. So I am going to start my military relatively soon, and I know I've been saying that for a little bit, but I want to have enough people to get all the main supplies built. Also, our months for food are kind of going down, and that's just because we haven't had any hunters out for a little while. We got it to where it's at 10, and they're going to hunt for us and get us some more food. And we don't have any more storage space, so one thing we could do is possibly get ready to upgrade this guy. And we'll get that upgraded just so we get we can fit a little bit more stuff in there. I'm going to go ahead and put that to very high or highest, and we'll get all the timber and planks we need there relatively quickly. But food, I mean, we're doing okay. We just need to watch what we're doing. And the forager's hut is paused currently. Also, it's saying my ox, no free oxen. So why is there no oxen free? So this saw pit here, I'm gonna go ahead and take that out. And they will do the task as assigned, and we'll be good to go. But having those oxen there, I see what it does. It gives you a lot of storage for some things, and as that building comes back up, we got one of the 5 logs and 3 of the planks in there. But as that stuff comes back up, we'll be able to get it cleared out. And not enough stable space again, so I only have 2, so I don't know why I'm getting this. Because I only have 2 oxen. How are the chickens doing? Are they bringing out a decent amount of eggs? And they're eating the wheat and all that stuff. Food is not going the greatest right now. We're going to go ahead and pause this, and we're going to go ahead and just pause it. It'll give us a family back. and they can attempt to get some of this stuff done, but I can't remember what else we can do technically for food, other than getting the burgage plots upgraded. But we don't got that much survivability here. This is about the biggest it's going to get. With the current animal population we have, hopefully this does increase or we're basically screwed. We got a new family though, so that's good to see. We can go in here and just check this out. We have a couple families, so I'm going to go ahead and put that in there. We're going to try to get our food up slightly, and we might hunt down those animals pretty quickly. To the 10, we have 2 left, and we'll see what happens there. And winter needs to end because we're basically going to be starving, and I don't think there's anything we can plant in the fields that will allow us to live longer here. So we can get another hunting camp, but I'm not sure, guys. So looking at this, it's definitely, we need to get the food for this region. So I'm going to bring the road just straight across. So at this junction, it's going to come straight across to our city. Or the road that actually runs in there isn't bad. The road that comes into our city isn't too bad. And we'll be able to jump that border and go claim that land. I am going to take this land first. And I'm going to settle probably somewhere in here and build a decent amount of food. And we're going to take this one. I do like this one. And it has a little bit of iron to get us started. But we don't got to prepare for everything so quick. We can definitely export stuff back and try to build up relatively quickly. But I need that food, so I'm going to go try to take this region. I'm done talking about it. We're going to get in and get our military built. I don't have all of them, but it's a decent small military force. Okay, so I lied again. We're going to wait one more second here and see if we can generate anything. But I got that up. I don't got the logs there yet, and that needs to go. The not enough stable space is kind of bother me a little bit. This is coming up now. So this is the upgraded large storehouse, and what that will allow us to do is keep going for a little bit longer with only needing 1. But we have some room for some families to move in, and we can fit 2 more families. I do like that. I will get archers whenever I'm able to, but as of right now, we need to try to get some region. We need to get some wealth. So we are going to go ahead and make our army and get ready to do this now. So I'm going to go ahead and create my spear militia. Sorry. And we're going to go ahead and that might be the wrong one. So is it polearm? Where did that stuff go? Did it? I should have all the shields and the large shields and the spears in here. Oh, I see. They're still grabbing all their stuff. So now whenever I do this, the spear militia. What is going on here? So we're wanting to create a unit of 20 guys, but we have 18. That is fine. We'll get that army going here. And I think they're just grabbing it from the storehouse. So if we look here, there's still one more there and there's 4 spears left. So they got to go grab their weapons. is what I think's going on, and we might be able to hire some stuff outside maybe later. Get some mercenary infantry and other stuff coming in. Probably when we have to do a defense, but we're going to go ahead and rally our guys right here. And it looks like they all have what they need. I wish it had a control to we'll be okay. I'm not sure how many have weapons or whatnot because they all have it, it looks like. So I don't know. I might just not have enough, but we are going to take this over, it looks like. So we're going to go ahead and march them over here. And we're going to war in the snow. It might not be the best idea, but I think we'll make it. I think we'll make it. But we're going to go take this region, or at least try to. If I lose too many men, I'm going to be very disappointed in myself. The effectiveness is going down, so I don't think... If they break before I even get them there, that's going to be really sad. Let's see. So fatigue, climbing, cohesion. Okay. Will my effectiveness go back up is the question before we get there. Or I wish we had an order to... We are going to attack these guys, and I don't know how this is going to go because my guys are getting tired. Let's see what happens here, guys. We won. Oh my goodness. I lost one person there. That's kind of sad. And yeah, so we won our first battle there. We're gonna go up to this camp and go ahead and claim the goodies. New message. This belongs to my treasury now. Can I claim this one? I cannot. So how much influence do I need for that? Um, hmm. I might definitely have to look into some of the things for the game because I don't understand how to take regions quite yet. I see claim with influence, but where do I get influence at? Because did it give us at least any food or anything like that? But alrighty, so I'm not sure. I am moving my army back and not really an army quite yet, but I am moving him back to my territory. I'm getting a phone call, so I'll be right back. I'm just going to take a minute here. All right, guys, I am back, and um, I think that my army is just barely inside our territory, but I did learn how to claim regions. So you get your treasury from collecting the bandits, and then your influence from killing them as well. This army is just going to make it back up to my town here, so I'll bring them here and go ahead and disband them so they get a chance to rest. And I have people that are hungry, so I don't know how I'm going to fix the hunger quite yet, because there's not really much I can do here to help with hunger. Maybe produce some bread so they have something to eat with the berries and their meat, but I could possibly try to hunt that down a little bit. And I did have a couple families inside of here, so that's still being built. Let me see if I can find it real fast. Here's the marketplace and the logging camp. I think it's, yeah, right there's the hunting camp. We're actually going to take that family off of there. And we'll get out of winter relatively quick, and I'll be able to stock up some food, hopefully. And now that my army is moving back towards us, what we're going to do here is get a family assigned into the church. And we'll get that going there. So we got the church up. And we're going to get some more food coming in, but now we can go ahead and disband this unit here. And when we go to put it back, we'll be able to get that back. But we have 18 men. We did lose someone there, so are these guys just going to go back to work, or what are they going to do here? So we have a couple different things coming in. I would like to get this trading post up. Hopefully, we'll get some food able to trade. Yeah, I know we're down to 1 month of food, and the berries are not going to suffice. Oh, so foragers' huts, they can start growing herbs. That's pretty cool. Those hunters, we might have to hunt them to 5 because we don't want to hunt them to complete extinction. So I'm going to say 8, and we'll get that food supply coming in, and it will keep us alive. It's just we're very extremely low, and I need to get some stuff going. So this guy, order a new horse. We don't have the money to do that. We're going to go ahead and put the people in there, and we will eventually put livestock there, but trade. So we want to trade for some food, and how we're going to do this is we're going to import that, and we're going to say 20, and it's 12. So we should be able to use this money here. So after paying to establish a trade route, a dedicated traveling merchant will regularly visit your region to trade only this specific type of good. Okay, so we're good there. Hopefully we can get some money coming in. How do we get regional wealth? That is a good question. Amount of money owned by villagers from the region can be used for import or converted to treasury via a tax policy. All right, so what's going on here? We can double our forest, or we can do something to increase our yield in something, we can at least get something going. Enables hunters to skillfully lay traps in the forest, which gives a passive income of meat. I'm going to go ahead and get that right now. And I'm going to also get the berry deposit, but we need to get our food production up with our guys here, and definitely want to get some regions about to be claimed here. This guy, what it would allow us to do, we can put the hunting capital area. So let me look here. I keep forgetting where I put it down, and it's just because the building is so weird. It doesn't really show much of a building. There's the marketplace, the saw pit, and there it is, it looks like. No, that's Woodcutter's Lodge. Where is it? I could have sworn I put it somewhere around here. There's the logging camp, the Woodcutter's Lodge. No, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. There it is, my goodness. Alright, so we're going to advance this area, and now that we have a bigger area to work with here, we're going to go ahead and make this a little bit bigger. And I'm going to stay in that area, but we're going to allow them to go a little bit farther, and hopefully generate some more meat. And it's not going to be a lot, but it'll get us a little bit more food so we're not starving to death. Because I don't have the money or the taxes to be able to tax people. And I don't know how to set up orders yet to do all that stuff, but we'll learn as we go. And one thing I would like to do is set up another army, but this time I'm going to go ahead and buy some. I'm going to buy these guys here, and I'm going to go ahead and grab them. Sign the contract. We're going to go ahead and buy them, and we're going to close that. And then we're going to go ahead and... So where did they go here? Where are they at even? But we definitely got some things established. We know how to get our influence, and we know how to get our money. Now I just need to figure out how to get the other currency, so the regional wealth, so we can get through this winter. It's definitely getting harsh, considering we're running really low on food. We do have a lot of firewood though, so I might go ahead and take some people off of the wood production. And so looking at our little city here, come in, and the logging camp, it should be right there. So no, not the forger's hut, but the woodcutter's lodge. Go ahead and pause that, and it'll give us another family. And in the hunter's camp, we can go ahead and add another one there, and we can put that back to 10, and hopefully they're able to produce us some extra meat. And we're going to go ahead and see what this does, because we just added it. And we got our guys coming in now. And we're going to actually go out of the map here. We want to continue doing some attacking and stuff. So we're going to have them go probably to this one here. I'm going to take them here, it looks like. So we're going to send all three of them up there and try to... We're going to try to get them up there and claim that camp. I just hope they don't mess with the wild animals. This is a decent sized army. I'm thinking they're gonna wipe them on their own. We got a huge army coming in now. The power of mercenaries, I guess. I'm actually gonna tell this guy to come back here and defend. And do they have a rest function is what I'm wondering, so... One to posting, hold, push forward, stand your ground, balanced, give ground slowly, push the formation line backward, luring the enemy to follow. Okay, so that's neat, but it's not going to get us any rewards there. I really wish there was a way to make these guys... So we don't want to fatigue them out. We want to get them there in one piece, and definitely want to get a decent grouping. I don't want these guys to get killed off as quick because I'm going to use them to clear some of the map because I can't really do anything, and I need to claim more land so I can get more stuff. But it does look like there's another army here, so we need to get our guys up there to claim this. So we want to take that because it does look like they're getting fought there. And I'm going to bring these guys up because we might get into a battle with the Baron maybe early on and maybe get another thing here. So are my guys going to make it before them? That's the question. They're going to try to claim it. I might get there, guys. Run, boys, run. Yins can make it. Yins can make it. This battle is going to get interesting. We do have some archers coming as well. We're going to go ahead and bring them back here. And they got it. So we're going to go ahead and take out this unit here. We need some more bandits. I'm going to go back here and go ahead and attack back there. They took the ones I was trying to go for, so that's kind of shitty. But I'm actually crossing into their land a little bit, so I wonder what's going to happen here. This battle is actually getting a little crazy, but it looks like I am fighting over some land here. Did they take that land or no? I'm not sure. What part of the land is being claimed? So this land here? Is that where it's at? No. No. We don't want that land to be claimed. We don't want that land to be taken by them. We're actually going to take the arrows over here. We don't have enough influence quite yet, but we need to get the bandit camps taken out as quick as we can. We got some archers moving to go the opposite direction. Also, we got our boys are moving up to take that camp as they attack. So we got them running, but we're heading there. And yeah, so we're doing okay here. I would like to take on that army with these mercenaries and possibly bring in some of my other guys. If we take out the army now, it would definitely help us out. I don't want them to get that region. This region here, I need this region to bring back up my food. But if we come in here, we're going to go ahead and unpause that, and we're going to go ahead and put another one there. And do we have another point here? We don't. So do we have policies available? Oh, that's nice. So we get some decent upgrades down the road. My archers need to get here into this territory because I would like to take that, like I said. We're going to go right here. And I know they're broken a decent amount, but we're going to be okay here, I think. What I'm trying to do is to come into here to claim this. So all I want to do I want to be able to steal the resources before the other army is able to steal the resources. So I might get into a battle there. And there's a hell of a lot of men coming here, so we are going to get into a battle. These guys, I'm actually going to pull these guys back. I just want to move them back. And I am going to attack, like I said, but because they're attacking here, we're going to hit them in the back. And these guys, they're coming up, they're going to get this camp. We are doing okay here, but I need to get my archers over here or we're going to get a little bit outnumbered. And I did... I got them now, so we're gonna come up behind these guys. And also, I need to get this group out of here. So we're gonna go up there farther. We're gonna get this stuff here. And we're gonna go. We're gonna get them out because it looks like we're gonna get outran here. So I'm gonna go ahead and call in another one, sign another contract. We're gonna get these guys here. And we're gonna go ahead and get going there. But we got this guy. They're ready to take this. We're gonna go ahead and take this here. And it does look like that, like they wiped out all my units here. We need to get these guys down there. Where's those arrows? Where's our extra guys coming in at? Oh no. So it does look like they got in here, so we need them running. We need them running because we're going to get overwhelmed if we don't get these guys up there. And we need to hit them in the back, so let's get those guys up there. We might lose our primary forces, but I think we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. We just need to get those guys wiped out. I'm going to claim that camp. I need to get this unit out of here because it's going to be my primary.
Stay still.
we lose this, we're gonna lose the war. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to bring in some more military units and see if we can do anything here. I'm gonna sign the contract on those guys, and we're gonna go ahead and bring in some more. And are we getting the guys that we need here? I don't know. This battle is going hopefully better than what I thought. It's not. I am losing this battle terribly. I don't have much money left, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do here. They just spawned in a shit ton more enemies here, so they're going to come and absolutely destroy me. I was not ready for battle. So I can try negotiation here, but it ain't gonna help as of right now. We can end this for a small payment. I'm gonna try. I can make this farewell, and we'll send that to him and see what happens. Because he is taking this region. Peace declared, so I was able to make peace, and these guys here, what I need to do is come back here and try to get this guy. I'm going to claim that land that he tried to claim. Doesn't look like they're moving. Oh yeah, they are. I may withdraw my claims for such a price. My claims are non-negotiable. Okay, so signed and sealed. It doesn't allow me to do anything there. So it looks like, I don't know if it's going to be at peace, if he's coming to attack me, or what's going on. They did kill all my troops, so I don't have much left. But we do have these guys. We're going to go ahead and claim this and see if we're able to claim that. Because if they're going to my settlement, it's going to get burned to the ground anyway. So, I mean, why not have a little bit of fun here? They are definitely coming into my territory. And if they start trying to claim it, I'm going to lose. And I, in fact, did make it past the full winter, but we'll definitely have to try again for sure. But we succeeded in getting this camp. Hopefully we can get a territory claimed. I might have to take a different territory though, because we're having some trouble getting some more food and stuff like that. So we're going to need the money for military, and we'll get our guys over there, but I'm thinking we're going to get attacked and wiped out if they're heading to our land, if that makes sense. And it does look like they are coming to us. These guys are definitely moving in on us, and we only have a couple armies on there, so I don't know what to do from there. So when searching, we found, so it belongs in my treasury. We'll take that money gladly, and that's definitely going to help us out here, because our armies, what we need to do here is we need to wipe this smaller army, and I want to see if we're at war with them. If we're at war with them currently, they're going to bring this army in and completely wipe us out. and that's not good for us. I mean, I'm thinking we're going to get hit here, so I don't have nothing else I can buy. Let's see if I can bring in some more mercs. We'll go ahead and grab this one here. I don't know how much money I have, but the Brotherhood of the Forest, we'll get this guy, and we'll sign that contract, and we'll get that guy, and we'll sign that contract. And when them guys get in here, we should be okay, but we got a couple units that are going to go down here. So a lot of battling taking place, but we should be okay. We got all of our guys in. We're going to bring them up right here. And then we're also going to form our military. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm going to go ahead and bring our guys back. So the Spear Militia, these guys, I'm going to go ahead and form them too eventually once one of our units gets wiped out. I didn't expect to get into like this big of a battle already, but I'm spending my wealth to save my bacon here. I don't know if I'm going to get attacked, but if they're going to attack me, I'm going to at least defend myself as best as I can with the little bit of money I had. There's definitely some armies moving here, so these guys, we're going to get them into my territory as well. And livestock 1, so we have 1. We don't have much food left, guys, but I'm definitely more excited about it now. We got some berries coming in, and we got 2 families there, and we got some other stuff going on. We'll be able to get more food in as we go. Also, I need to get the regional well, so amount of money owned by villagers from this region can be used for import or converted to treasury via a tax policy. So I don't know, my treasury, I have a little bit of money because I claimed it for myself, but I'm hoping it allows me to get it, better. But this army is massive and I barely have anything. These guys are going to break easier, so I'm actually going to not defend the town, and we're going to go over here and hopefully take some of those guys out. But I don't know where the other troops came in at, to be honest, so I'm going to go ahead and look here. These guys need to stop these guys, or at least slow them down. These guys need to go ahead and attack those guys. And why I'm pulling them out is because if these guys live, we can go capture that bandit camp. Because I think that's what they're trying to do, is go get that bandit camp. And if that's the case, we can get them out of the territory rather quickly. But the land they wanted, I wanted that land. So that's why I thought it'd be a good idea to attack. But I'm still... Next payment in 19 days. Oh no. They're barely making it out of the settlement, so I'm going to go ahead and let time speed up here. And we're going to go attack that there. And I'm hoping I can make it there in time. We're doing okay. I'm trying to get these guys out of here, but it looks like there is some guys coming into my camp area, and I want to take out this group here, and I think I can do that with these guys, but I want to... No, they're not attacking me, so I think I'm okay. But I did protect this land here, and we got all our units coming in now to defend, and we're going to go ahead and get everybody gathered up at town. And if they attack me, they're going to be sorry. We're going to go ahead and get everybody inside here. So what is this? I'm not sure, guys, but that is going to be it for now. I do appreciate every one of y'all, and I hope you've had a good time. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the ending screen, and we're going to go ahead and get ready to sign off here. I did have a lot of fun, and the battling is definitely interesting, especially bringing in mercenaries. But as we learn and as we progress, we're going to definitely, get into the game further. So I hope you stay tuned for that. But yeah, with that all said, guys, I shall see you in the next one, and have a good time.